My name is Joseph Anderson, and this is RM University's 90-Day Jumpstart program. Today is day 55, and today I want to talk to you about starting your own business. Now, first of all, if you already know you don't want to start your own business, I still encourage you to listen to this, because who knows, maybe after this short video you might decide to. Now, there's so many people that have decided that the way of life for them is to get an education, to get a standard 9-to-5 job, and to continue that for the rest of their life until they retire. But for some people that doesn't work. I know for myself, I have almost never liked to work for somebody. The amount of times I've literally worked under somebody's wing is very, very rare. I've never enjoyed it. Freedom is such an important value to me, to be able to do what I want to do, when I want to do it, that starting my own business was the right thing. So since the time I was a child, I started my own business. When me and my little sister, when we were kids, we sold icicles to the neighborhood kids. And their parents weren't too happy about that. But we had a lot of fun doing it. We did Kool-Aid stands, we did snow cone stands. And then as I got older, I started a little lawn mowing business. I only had, 1 or 2 lawns, but I always loved to work for myself. And the times I have worked for somebody else, they haven't fared so well. I remember before I went to college, there was a lot of things going on in my life. I was engaged at the time and felt, well, I'm engaged, I've got to be a provider. And so I got a full-time job, and I worked for a certain online university as an enrollment counselor for them. And for 6 months, I worked for them, and I hated it. I literally hated it. It sucked the soul and the life right out of me. Now, I'm really grateful for that, because it allowed me to pay for the training for what I do now. So I am grateful for it, but I didn't like it. And other than that, I've pretty much just had different sales jobs. And now I work for myself, and I absolutely love my life. Every single day, I get to wake up, work from home, and coach people over the phone all over the country on how to change their lives. Now, granted, this didn't happen overnight. I've been studying this for 14 or 15 years, since I was 17 years old. It's just always spoke to me. So if opening your own business speaks to you, then do it. Open your own business. I once talked to a man that said, if you want to really learn how to live by faith, open your own business. Because opening your own business is an entirely different thing. You don't get a standard paycheck at the end of the week. It's not, hey, I worked this many hours, I get this much money. For me, it's, I provided this much value, I get this much money. And at first, when you're building a business, yeah, you're going to put in more hours, you're going to work harder than you've ever worked in your life, but you're going to be doing what you love. I get to study what I love every single day. I get to serve people by helping them make their dreams and goals and things that they've wanted to happen for years come to life. That's pretty cool, helping them create those things. So what do you want to do? If school is not the route for you, what do you want to do? If you could start a business in anything, what would it be? And if you had to work that business every single day, would you love it? Now, what's a way that you could make this business opportunity even funner? Even when I was in college, I had an entrepreneurship class, and me and some guys, we started a business that at one time was valued pretty decently highly. Now, granted, I ended up losing that business, and I learned a lot through that process. You're going to learn, you're going to grow. That's the greatest part about this. You don't have to start out perfectly. Entrepreneurship, they taught us to have what they called an MVP, a minimal viable product. We didn't go out, we didn't spend $1 billion creating the high-end product that we wanted to create. We went out and first of all, we learned from the market. Okay, is this something that it would like? Is this something that's needed? Because if you have an idea that could change the world, why not? Think about it. If Steve Jobs would have never come out and marketed the iPod, if he would have never marketed the tablet, we wouldn't have them today, and our lives would be so different. They were the ones that took our lives to the next level. If you're that person that has that creative gene inside of you, that you just want to create something, then go out, find a problem that needs to be solved. And you can even ask your friends and say, hey, what is something that absolutely frustrates you? This is good for your own life as well. When you find an area that frustrates you, get excited, because that means that there's something in your life that you need to change, and you're about to have an amazing breakthrough. Now, there's countless courses on entrepreneurship that you can check out, but if you're interested in this, go ahead, get a book, read some books, do a little bit of brainstorming, thinking around it, and even talk to some people that own their own business. Most people that own their own business would be happy, to go to lunch with you, to sit down, talk to you over the phone, and figure out and decide if that's something that's interesting to you. Another cool part about business is by owning your own business, you'll get a lot of really cool tax breaks that otherwise you wouldn't. And as you get into that stage of starting to pay more and more taxes, you're going to realize that you want all the tax breaks that you can possibly get. So check these things out. Do a little bit of thinking, a little bit of brainstorming around this. As you can tell, I'm an incredibly passionate entrepreneur. I've even got other side businesses that I build in the process because it's fun and it's exciting, and I get to create them. So once again, my name is Joseph Anderson. This is RM University. You guys have an awesome day.